What's up, folks? My name is Doug McWilliams, and I'm the author of The Evolution of Love: How a New Paradigm Frees Us from Fear so we can love openly. So, paradigm is like a way that we think about something. And it became obvious to me over the course of my life that so many people say have it wrong, right? Have it wrong about the concept of love. What does it mean? How should we think about it? How should we talk about it? And how we should treat each other when we love someone. Um, and the new paradigm, I'm just kind of winging it here. So the new paradigm is this, and it's just my definition. Maybe this works for you. Maybe it doesn't, but I think there's something to be gained for people to open up to a new way of thinking about the concept of love. Love to me is the definition would be the deepest level of caring about another person. Okay, it's when you care so much about that person that they feel like they're part of you. Okay, it's the way that a mother or father naturally, instinctively loves their child because they see that child came from within. It's part of them. And then just to be, uh, not to be too spiritual or religious, although I am very spiritual, I think it's recognizing the deep reality of existence, of life. You are part and connected to everyone around you. Some of us feel that level of empathy naturally, and I always have. But whether you feel it or not, scientifically, it's true. You share one universe with other people, and you are part of everything, everyone, um, animals included. And here's the kicker, okay? It's like you love someone to that level and it only happens over time. You have to get to know them, I think, and spend time and really get to respect and admire them. It's when you can look that person in the eye and say, I am honored to be your friend. I think you are an awesome person. It's my honor to be your friend and to share time with you. Um, and I love being with you. I love spending time with you. But what supersedes my need and my want in this relationship is I want you to be happy and I want you to be free. If you're happy being with me, that's awesome. Great. But if you're not happy with me for any reason, it could be trivial and it doesn't matter. If you're not happy, you're free to go. No hard feelings. And I'll still love you all the same because it doesn't change the respect I have for you. It doesn't change anything about that. I call it evolved love. It's unconditional love. Call it divine love. And I basically contrast much of what you hear about this concept of love from pop music, certainly pop culture, a lot of the phrases that we use. I attack the rhetoric, a lot of the violent. I need you. No, you don't need someone to live or be happy. That's bullshit. Um, you don't own someone. It's not possessive. No one's going to give you heaven. You've got to find happiness and completeness within by yourself. And only then can you love someone fully, give them the love that they deserve, and have a reasonable expectation or shot of having a happy relationship. If you feel like you need them, you're going to manipulate them. You're not going to treat them. You know, one of the points I make is that if you think about it, the things that you actually need in life, like food, water, air, if someone was to take those things away from you, you know, you would manipulate to keep them because you need to live. Well, you don't need someone else to live. You don't need them to be happy. You can fool yourself into thinking that, but in reality, it's not true. And by thinking it and saying it so constantly, we just undermine the quality of our relationships. Love is not compatible with need. It's about want. And so how do we balance these two concepts of love? The selfish, possessive, I call it primitive love, the romantic love, which, guys, falling in love is it's a chemical reaction in the brain. Okay, it produces certain um, somatic body reactions, increased pulse, more excitement. Dopamine is released, so you feel good. Is it oxytocin, the um, the chemical that makes you want to bond with someone? Okay, it's beautiful, but nature, God, the universe gave it to us um, for the purpose of having babies, okay? Continuing the species. And that process lasts, scientifically, it says no more than 30 months. Okay, you need novelty to have those increased levels of dopamine and the chemicals. So I'm not saying you can't be happy with someone for a long time or a lifetime, but if you expect that romance, that romantic feeling, the sparks, the fireworks, to last forever, you're going to be sadly disappointed. Completely, reality will never live up to that fantasy. So it's so important to understand that and have a reasonable expectation of, how long the romantic feeling will last. And the relationship, if you're going to commit to any amount of time, should be based on the unconditional love. We got to say, hey, we know that the romance may not last, and that's okay. I still want to be, your partner through life, your friend. And I think that, a lot of arranged marriages have that going for them, and that these couples, at the outset, they know up front, it's not about romance. Okay, we're going to forego other people that we may be attracted to because we want a partner through life, to raise families, to help each other in business, to live together. And if you can do that honestly and soberly with that clarity, then you can be happy together. As for me, just checking the time here. As for me, you know, uh, and we change over time too. I mean, that's one of the keys points I make in the book. We do change, like it can change night and day in terms of what we want. Our religious views can change. Personality can change. Our habits can change. And getting back, things we want can change. Usually, when I'm in love with someone, um, and I have that other deeper level of love, I mean, that's the person I want to be with. Um, I like the romance. And so one thing I don't do is I don't mislead people into saying, I'm going to promise to be with you forever. The commitment that people should make is we're going to commit to being honest. And if the day comes when either one of us is not happy for any reason, if we can't work through it, then let's agree to be friends and love each other that way. There's no reason that our relationship as friends should suffer because the romance died. The romance will die. It will die. It could come and go, be born again, if you will, but it doesn't last forever. It's not built to last that long. The book is available for basically for free, 99 cents on Amazon Kindle. That's for the ebook, the download. The hard paperback is $4.99. And whether you agree with my conclusions about marriage and commitment, a lot of the concepts I cover are new. Okay, I don't think anyone's put them together like this before. And my goal here is to help you get past your fear of falling in love, to help you have more happy and satisfying relationships. Because I think so many people, they are afraid. They've been burned. They've gotten divorced. Um, or they're in unsatisfactory relationships. They're married and they're miserable and they're feeling guilty. What happened? What went wrong? Well, nothing went wrong. Romantic love runs its course. Um, know that. But let's not also, we've got one life to live, so they say. Um, let's I was gonna say let's choose to set a goal of having great relationships. Have a great partner. It's fun. You have good conversations, similar values, that's supportive, all the things you're looking for. Because when you find that, it is awesome. Um, there's no need to settle. You are, and if you want to be single, that's fine too. Um, there's no guilt there. I think too many people have children, honestly, thinking that that's the way to happiness. We've kind of been sold that idea. We've also been sold the idea that one day we'd grow up and we'd fall in love with the one, our soulmate. And we'd know because it was this overwhelming feeling, falling in love. We'd fall madly in love and it would last forever. That's not how it works, guys. You're going to fall in love many times in your life. Oftentimes with people who are a terrible match. Oftentimes with people who are just not a great match. I think we should be after great matches. So anyway, I'll put a link in the video below. Please comment, question. I'm here to help. I want a better world to live in, and if we can bring more love to the world, it's not just about love between partners. This book is about loving humanity, because that's what we need right now. We're all connected, and when we start recognizing that, we'll have prosperity like like you can't imagine. Lasting peace and prosperity. It's coming. That's destiny. Humanity's march toward freedom and equality uh, will continue, and I'm all in. So thank you. I wish you well. Namaste.